The Mario and Luigi series is a great series. It's a lot of fun, a lot of interesting characters and interactions, a lot of things that you won't normally see in the Mario and Luigi series. But from the 5 games that were ever released on the Mario and Luigi series, there is one game that stood out to just have a very interesting take that I personally, though I'm sure many others may feel the same way, weird battle mechanics that just don't seem to fit with the other Mario and Luigi games. I think if any of you have played all 5 games in the series or the first few games in the series, you know which game I'm talking about. Yes, I am talking about Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Really the game that's the odd one out. It was very, very interesting what they did with that game. Now, some of you may have never played a Mario and Luigi game, or have never really played Partners in Time, so you might not be aware, if that's the case, the problems that Partners in Time had. Here's the thing. Partners in Time did something a little bit different when compared to a game like Superstar Saga or Partners in Time or Dream Team. The thing that Partners in Time did differently is that they turned the special moves that Mario and Luigi have into items. So I think a few of you understand where the problem is here. In Superstar Saga, the first Mario and Luigi game, every single special move you did in that game was pretty much systematically learned. So over time you'll learn them, and after a few times you'll learn like a more advanced version of that move. That's how Superstar Saga did it, and you had BP, which is how you pretty much do these moves. It wasn't locked behind an item, nothing like that. You can just you learn these moves, use BP, bam, here's your attack. It was the same thing in Bowser's Inside Story. Instead of, them systematically learning it, it was more like progressively. They had this little puzzle thing. It was really cool. Bowser, it was a little different. You have to actually find them. But it was all like, you can eventually get them, with the most powerful one being something that you get from a side quest. That's how Bowser in Time did it. Between them was Partners in Time, and as I said, they made their special moves into items. Now, the biggest problem with making special moves into items is that you need to buy them with money, which I find is probably the biggest taboo you can do in an RPG game, making a special move into an item. Because what this causes inside the game is that you need to make more money than what you're normally accustomed to. So you need to be able to make money so that you can buy these special move items that you're going to use on bosses to get as much damage out as possible. And you also need to use your money to buy items for not only Mario and Luigi, but you also need to buy items for Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. So now you have 4 characters you need to buy items for, which includes the trousers, pants, and badges, which are all frankly really expensive for 4 players, not items. What am I talking about? 4 players. This ends up causing 2 more problems. One, you need to start either fighting more, or you better find a lot more items. And to do that, you need to explore, which is number 2, exploring. A lot of players don't like to explore to get things, and a lot of players don't want to fight every single enemy that they see in front of them. For me, I'll fight every enemy. I don't really care. I'm fine with that. But some players aren't like that, and that's kind of where Partners in Time has its problem. Items should never be used as a battle mechanic. It shouldn't be the main battle mechanic in any game, unless it's a character gimmick, let's say like Jeff from Earthbound. Jeff in Earthbound makes sense because he's the only character that requires an item to be really good or functional in the game. It's not that Jeff has to use all these bottle rockets in Earthbound, but he's most effective when he uses them. Unlike Partners in Time, where the only things the characters can do that'll do massive damage when compared to their normal jump or hammer attacks is through an item. And again, items as a battle mechanic just don't work. It really ruins the flow of the game. Luckily, that isn't a problem at the end of the game, because by that point, you're either going to end up getting the really good items from enemy drops, or you're going to get them from Fawful, which he sells in his underground sewer black marketplace. Funny enough. Now, it's kind of understandable for why the Mario and Luigi dev team did that, and frankly, it's because Mario and Luigi and Baby Mario and Baby Luigi are like the same character, and you can't exactly split their BP. It would be really weird. I think they should have still went with BP and used the ratio, like some type of system that used the ratio to figure out how much BP will be taken from each character. So like, let's say Baby Mario had like 10 BP and then Adult Mario had 30 BP, and let's say like the green shell was 4 BP. Obviously, 1 BP would be taken from Baby Mario and then 3 BP from Mario. In total, 4 BP will be spent to use the item. Something like that. But they didn't end up doing that, which frankly sucked. That's just how it is sometimes. But yeah, I think that's everything I have to say about that battle mechanic. That is one of the worst battle mechanics in the game. Paper Mario. Oh, sorry. Had an itch in my throat. But yeah, that's pretty much the video, guys. If you got this far, scroll down, hit the subscribe and like button. It's greatly appreciated. Tell me in the comments what you guys think about, like, am I right? Am I right about Partners in Time having the worst battle mechanics in a Mario and Luigi game? Or am I wrong? Tell me in the comments. Prove me wrong if you think so. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess I'll see you all next one. Bye.